नमस्ते दोस्तों, मैं हूँ आयुष्मती ओझा और आपका स्वागत है मेरे YouTube चैनल आयुष्मान ओझा में। आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं सेक्शन 13 ऑफ द सेंट्रल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स एक्ट और रूल 34। यह सेक्शन और रूल इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये टाइम ऑफ सप्लाई ऑफ सर्विसेज को डिफाइन करते हैं। इसके साथ हम कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स भी डिस्कस करेंगे जो इसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन को और भी क्लियर बनाते हैं। Section 13 of the CGST Act. Section 13 specifies the time of supply of services. This is crucial because it determines when the liability to pay GST arises for services. The time of supply is generally the earliest of the date of issue of invoice, the date of receipt of payment, or the date on which the services are provided. Key points of Section 13. Time of supply of services. The time of supply is the earlier of the date of issue of the invoice or the date of receipt of payment. If the invoice is not issued within the prescribed period, the time of supply is the date of provision of the service. Continuous supply of services. For continuous supply of services, where due dates for payment are specified, the time of supply is the due date of payment. If due dates are not specified, the time of supply is the date of receipt of payment. Voucher cases. When a voucher is involved, the time of supply is the date of issue of the voucher if the supply can be identified at that point. Otherwise, it is the date of redemption. Residual cases. In cases where the time of supply cannot be determined by the above methods, it is the date on which the recipient shows the receipt of services in their books of account. Rule 34. Rule 34 deals with the rate of exchange of currency, other than Indian rupees, for determining the value of taxable supply. The exchange rate is the rate applicable as per the generally accepted accounting principles. GAAP. For the date of the time of supply. Amendments and clarifications. Over time, amendments and clarifications have been made to address specific scenarios and to streamline pay provisions related to the time of supply and applicable exchange rates for services provided in foreign currency. Examples. Time of supply example. Suppose a service provider issues an invoice on the 10th of January and receives payment on the 15th of January. The time of supply in this case will be the 10th of January. Continuous supply of services example. If a company provides maintenance services on a monthly basis and invoices are issued at the end of each month, the time of supply is the date of the invoice. Voucher example. If a gift voucher is issued on the 1st of March and redeemed on the 15th of March, the time of supply is the 1st of March if the supply can be identified. Otherwise, it is the 15th of March. Foreign exchange rate example. If a consultant provides services to a foreign client and the invoice is issued on the 5th of April, with payment received in USD, the exchange rate applicable is the rate on the 5th of April as per GAAP. Case study. Consider a scenario where a consulting firm provides services to a client on a retainer basis, with payments due quarterly. The firm issues an invoice on the 31st of March, receives payment on the 10th of April, and provides the service throughout the quarter. The time of supply in this case is the 31st of March. The date of the invoice. Conclusion. Section 13 and Rule 34 of the CGST Act are critical for determining the time of supply of services and the applicable exchange rates for foreign currency transactions. Understanding these provisions helps businesses in accurate GST compliance. Thank you for watching. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें और चैनल आयुष्मान ओझा को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।